Hello everyone, welcome to a new stream today. It's time for 4 new matches. I hope you can hear me. Welcome the 2 strikers of our team, of course, Aryan Man and 11 characters. Oh, it's Peter here as well. Shuk and Peter, okay, welcome. I'm gonna switch to my webcam real quick. Hello. Congratulations, Aryan, with your son. And Bobeb, have you also graduated? Or I don't know if graduated is the correct word, but I know that that you also did exams. I would like to know. We have my cousin actually. I don't know how to say, like, that you finish your exams and that you actually that you graduated. I don't know if that's the correct word. I would at least, like, we use graduated at university, but I don't know if that's also a word that we use in high school, secondary school. Okay, congratulations, Bobeb. That's good to hear. It's good to hear that we have, like, some people who graduated in this chat. Of course, the other people here, like Peter, Shuk, and me, graduated all in the same year from secondary school, but here we go. I think it's time to celebrate that with some amazing matches. I hope those are going to be amazing. On paper, maybe not the most interesting ones. Like, surely we're going to have some bangers on Sunday with Group D, with, I don't know even who plays against each other, but let me see. We can see who plays each other on Sunday, actually. Sunday is Bosnia versus Portugal and Belgium-Argentina. Belgium-Argentina is definitely a banger. And family team plays on Friday, that's tomorrow. But today we're going to kick off with Saudi Arabia, aka Sarmiento from Argentina, versus Ukraine. And Ukraine is maybe slightly better, but yeah, you know, from the last stream, the away teams didn't do so well. So if that is the case again, Saudi Arabia might have an advantage here. Who knows, we'll see. Anyways, Saudi Arabia got a lot of upgrades actually because of their good qualification. And they had a lot of players that were in the team of the tournament in Asia. So that's why they have quite a few good players now actually. But still, I think Ukraine has the better players. Despite that, despite the upgrades. Sietevos and Jeroen Groete are not going to be the commentators. That's going to be Mr. Hypo, Israel, I don't know who that was, but that was the Pons coach apparently. Here we go with Saudi Arabia playing in a 4-1-4-1. A defensive midfield for sure. And 1 striker and 2 good wingers, especially the left winger. That's the most dangerous player. Ukraine playing in the same system actually, but a little bit more offensive players. Tsigankov, Yarmolenko. This is pretty much the same. This looks like the actual Ukraine lineup, aside from Moraes, who doesn't play for Ukraine anymore, I think. But they use Yaremchuk in real life for Ukraine. But here is Saudi Arabia with the first opportunity, perhaps. If that's not offside, this should be the 1-0. El Hazard, and that is a shot on target, but it was kind of weak. The goalkeeper could easily save it. He's cutting inside, and Salman Farah with the goal. That is an early goal. Salman Al Farah. If Clarence Seedorf was selected for the World Cup 2010 instead of Stijn Schaars, he would have won the final. Yeah, that could. I've never thought of that actually. I even forgot that Stijn Schaars was a footballer, to be fair. And yeah, Clarence Seedorf played. I don't know. Did he play in like Italy or already in Brazil by that time? I don't really know. Ukraine 1-0 behind. You all have seen the current ranking probably as well. I don't know who predicted what for this match. I haven't looked at it, so I don't know. Not that that's something that I consider when playing, of course, because that would be kind of bad. Here is El Hazard. Nobody is for the goal, so there is not really an opportunity to pass. This is probably the best he could have done here. Salman Al-Faraj, Shahrani, Zinchenko. But yeah, of course, on paper, just speaking, Clarence Seedorf was definitely the better player than Stijn Schaars. Yeah, there's like probably a reason why he wasn't selected. I don't know, like at that time I didn't really follow football that much. I definitely didn't follow the things that were going on off the pitch. Not as much as right now, definitely for sure. So he was still he played it. Oh yeah, if he still played at AC Milan, that's kind of strange then. Because back then AC Milan was a really good team still. Malinovsky. Of course, now they are also kind of okay, but not like as good as back then. Do you think like if AC Milan keeps like all their current players for like 5 years, do you think that the team in 5 years is going to be like of a similar level as that of back in the in the first decade of this century? Will the Hypo Cup be played from a Pipo wagon soon? I don't think so actually, because I'm not really able to stream there. Oh, that was a chance. That could have been the first goal that I conceded on the whole cup. It's not going to be streamed from the Pipo wagon, but there is a chance if there is another Hypo Cup someday that it will be, unless I moved out. But yeah, that's something that has to be seen. But my plan is to finish the Hypo Cup before I'm moving, just a little bit before I'm moving, because I can't really stream there as long as I don't have my PC there. Like, I do have a laptop, but my laptop is not really as strong as my PC, I think, and I also don't have a green screen, so it's gonna be, then I have to stream like either use a different layout, which would be inconsistent, or I have to like then I have to like use no face cam. That's the other option, which is also an option, but that's also inconsistent. That is offside. But yeah, we'll see. But I'm curious to see how the Pipo wagon is gonna look like. I'm curious to see. I've seen it on pictures, but I wanna like step foot in it and see how it actually feels. Faraj. Oh, that was a terrible pass almost. That is intercepted, in fact. Cano. Peter thinks AC Milan won't be as good as 2005-07 if they only keep their current players. Yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, players like Zlatan and Giroud would be even older. Although, yeah, Zlatan never ages, right? But yeah, I mean, like, who knows? Leao could be like a world-class player by then. You should take steroids. What you mean? Anyways, it's 1-0 and we're going into the second half. Saudi Arabia 1, Ukraine 0. El Hazard, that's not offside. That was a real opportunity in that case. Pyotov. For some reason, it's not Pushchan, but Pyatov, who is still defending the Ukrainian goal here. Zinchenko. Timchik. Sutton is injured all the time, that's true. Like, imagine if he plays in 5 years still, he's gonna be even more injured. Also, what do you think of like the rumors that Gareth Bale is going to Cardiff City? Don't you think that's like crazy? Only his spirit is still young, yeah. His body isn't. I mean, in the dressing room, he seems to be very important for sure. Savi. He's going a bit too far, but Al-Malki can still reach it actually. This is the right winger. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Bill for president. For Welsh president, yeah. But Wales doesn't have a president. What a cross pass, and oh, that was just a bit off. It could have been really huge. Timchik, Stepanenko, Malinovsky. Salem El Dasari, he can shoot from here, and that was indeed really close. That is a good player. This is the star player from Saudi Arabia, the left winger. Yarmolenko is going to be replaced by Zubkov. And it's time for us to do some substitutions too. Saudi Arabia needs some fresh legs. Farash. Buraik. Kano with the ball possession loss. Moraes. Still no Yarmolenko for Ukraine. Kano with the foul, and I think we should substitute right here. Let's put in Atif. Then Al-Muwalat for the right. And let's also replace the striker. El Sheri. Like, I don't know how to pronounce Arabian names usually. Though they are not as difficult as South Korean names, for example. But they are still more difficult for me than other names. Like, Ukrainian names are probably easier. El Sheri. Oh, what a terrible decision to pass it to the other player here. Yeah, it really depends on where you're coming from, I think. Like, if you are from an Arabic country, then it's gonna be way easier, of course, to pronounce these names. And that is a foul. Pyatov. I think Ukraine seems like they're not gonna really create a chance anymore. Or it has to happen right here. But they're playing a bit slow, as if there's like no urgency. As if they are all fine with a 0-1. Or a 1-0, I guess. Sidorchuk. The midfielder. Sidorchuk. And there you go. It's not clean yet. But now it should be El Buraik. He doesn't get to pass it, but it's going to be over anyways. 1-0 for Saudi Arabia by a very early goal from Al Faraj. The midfielder made the only goal in the game. Motas Hafsawi and Boulahi. I think those are like defenders. Yep, those are the two center defenders that proves that they have done a really good job in this match. And that it was mostly defending for Saudi Arabia. And here we go with Switzerland versus Egypt. This is going to be more exciting, guys, because Switzerland has better players than the last two teams we have seen. And Egypt has Mohamed Salah, which is like probably the best player in this whole group. Well, surely he is going to be. But is he also going to do as amazing with his country as with his club? Let's see about that. Switzerland and Egypt. For this one, I'm going to run a quick prediction for you, or a poll, I guess. Let me make a poll. Let's just call it Egypt for now. Switzerland, Egypt. And a tie. Shaqirir is going to be the main man for Switzerland, most likely. Here we go. While the poll is running for you guys, here are the lineups. Switzerland playing with a 4-2-3-1. Two defensive midfielders in the names of Granit Xhaka and Remo Freuler. Shaqirir, the number 10, of course. Stefan and Zuber on his sides. And Mbolo, the really strong and quick striker. But his striking ability is not as great as his other abilities. And here we go. Same system for Egypt Deluxe. Tajouri, Girardi and Salah and Sliti are going to be very dynamic. Kashri is also very dynamic, actually. Not very quick necessarily, but he can play on the left wing as well as on number 10. And here we are on the way with Switzerland versus Egypt Deluxe. And I would say those teams are probably my favorites in this group. Though I don't really know. They're all kind of close to each other, in my opinion. Abdi. Egypt taking it slow. They are preferring to get some possession here. Interception by Freuler. Shaqirir waiting for some support. Someone is going deep here. Zuber. Zuber is trying to shoot, but he's not getting a shot there. Zuber, what is he doing? Let me finish that poll actually real quick. Shaqirir, really. Swiss and Egypt both not doing well in real life. That's true. But Egypt just, I don't know, for Egypt, I feel like they just have the bad luck that they face the best team in Africa at the moment twice. Like, for both in the Africa Cup final as in the World Cup qualifier legs. Like, that they face Senegal. Senegal is just really good. At least for the African countries. I don't know how they will be in our group, of course. But I think they will be like a real threat in Group A as well for the Netherlands. And yeah, in case you forgot, Senegal is also on Hypo Cup. But you guys prefer Switzerland, or prefer, I don't know, you predict that Switzerland is going to win this match. Shaqirir. But Shaqirir is still playing for real Switzerland as well. Even though he moved to the US. Mbolo. Mbolo, where did he shoot? And Switzerland was just like... Switzerland is okay, but they are like not good in the current Nations League season. Like, losing to the Czechs and then the 4-0 L, that's like... To Portugal, that's like not very Swiss-alike. Kashri, Abdi. Oh, that was a really good opportunity. It's still in actually. Tajouri, Shradi with some quick movement. Shradi with the attempt. Egypt lost 2-0 to Ethiopia. I haven't even seen that. But that's really, yeah, that's kind of bad. I don't know, but no disrespect to Ethiopia, but I don't think that Egypt should lose 2-0 to Ethiopia. Like, I don't even know a single player from Ethiopia, I think. And that's the guy who makes, like, all the teams in Africa, that tries to combine all countries somehow in a team. Oh, Nani. Stefan. Oh, that pass wasn't good. Sliti. Suber is like a very functional player. He is a player that can even play on left back. He can play left wing. I think he plays for Athens right now. But he's a very functional player, defensive aware as well. Not very pacey or something. What a good pass is that actually. Though Mbolo doesn't have the control here. Bron, Abdi. So far there's not much action here going on. Egypt has created some chances. This is a dangerous interception. Sliti. Or Tajouri Shradi. That's a bad sliding. Akanji. It's still 0-0. I don't know what's going to happen in the second half. I feel like there's going to be a goal, but honestly I couldn't tell which team it's going to be. Egypt seems to have has more chances, in fact. So this might be the first match actually which I lose, which would be a surprise to myself. What do you think about PK cheating on Shaqirir? Well, I don't really I know that, like, I've heard about it in the news, but like I don't really have opinions on footballers and wives, honestly. Mbolo, this should be the goal, of course, and it is a goal. Bril Mbolo from Cameroon, who plays for Switzerland. And it is 1-0. Switzerland 1, Egypt 0. I had not expected this so quickly, but the pass is brilliant actually. The defense was terrible foremost, and Bril Mbolo so much quicker and stronger than the defense of Egypt. That is just an easy 1-0 here. Don't give him that chance. Do you have a picture? Do you have a photo? Yeah. If this pass is gonna be good again. Bril Mbolo is such a creep if you are a defender. He is so dangerous with his body, with his pace. Not a fun striker to play against. I don't support cheating, bro. Super with the shot. Dutsiak. He actually replaced somebody. I don't know who, but Dutsiak is a number 10. I think he plays for Greuther Fürth, if I'm correct. Maybe someone can look it up, I don't know. Xhaka. If that's... Ooh, that's gonna be a good pass, but Shaqirir in the way of Suber. Salah. Salah, we haven't seen really much of him. Shaqirir. Shaqirir 2-0. This match is over, I think. Sheridan Shaqirir with the second goal for Switzerland. Golasso. Shaqirir. Are Swiss? Are Switzerland playing right now, actually? I didn't even know that. But yeah, there's like matches every day now. So I wouldn't be surprised. What do you think, guys, that will happen this Saturday when the Netherlands play Poland? I think we will beat them, right? Like, Belgium could already beat them with 6-1. And we beat Belgium and Wales as well. Well, against Spain, yeah. Well, Switzerland is in a group with Portugal and Spain and the Czechs. The problem with Switzerland, I don't think they can like realistically win that group, but they should just make sure that they stay in League A, in my opinion. But the problem is that the Czechs are like their main opponents for that third place. And if they lose, and since they lost to them, yeah, it's gonna make it very tough actually. And the Czechs are playing really well, I think, against. At least they did against Spain. I don't know how they are now versus Portugal, but the Czechs are like the Swiss that we used to know, playing good against big teams. You're listening to. Who's the better commentator? You may be real. Well, it's definitely Seared. Although I know that you are not like a big fan of Seared. It's gonna be time for some substitutions here. Zuber is gonna be gone for Vargas. I think Zakaria could replace Freuler at this point. And that's use Okafor for the extra speed on the right wing. I have the law. Who is 2-0 down? Czechs or Swiss? Bron. Abdi. Oh, what a good cross is that. And Jan Sommer, of course, one of the best goalkeepers of the world. At least in FIFA he is. Musrati. He's also someone who replaced, I think, Shaqirir. And Babu. Musrati. Musrati. Kashri, and that was that should have been a goal, of course, for Egypt there. That could have been a 2-1. The Czechs. Aha, okay. So that would be good for Switzerland. Here we go. Triple substitution. And I don't know who there replaced. They also substituted another player, but I don't know who that was. We'll see about that. Zakaria. Shaqirir. Shaqirir looking for somebody to actually come on the right wing. Some good moves by Shaqirir. Okafor. And that's it. 2-0 for Switzerland. They did it in a phase when I didn't expect them to really to do this. They scored twice. Goals from Shaqirir and Embolo. Assists from Shaqirir and Xhaka. Shaqirir is the man of the match here with his 82 center offensive midfield rating. And now we're going to the third match, but first I'm going to do a quick save here. I'm going to back it up. This is probably the biggest match of the day in terms of quality teams. Turkey against Spain. Turkey at home, Spain away. Spain is like a really good team, so this could very well be the first match where I concede a goal, but who knows. I also had a clean sheet against England with Norway, so Turkey, here you see it. Kukçu is playing as well as Çalhanoğlu, Yilmaz and Ünder. The front three are definitely the most important players, or at least the best players in this team. Hakan Çalhanoğlu, the absolute key player, but also Burak Yilmaz, the veteran striker. And Cengiz Ünder for the pace. And the one-on-ones. Here we go. Turkey and Spain in Town Park. Turkey isn't for some reason in FIFA anymore, so here's Türkgücü München. That's where I put them. But they have Turk in their name as well, and they are also red. So I thought it was a really easy one here. This is a cracker for sure. The last match is gonna be like a big team versus a relatively small team. So I'm curious to see how big the score can get, or if there is gonna be even like a big score to start with. The lineups are both 4-3-3. Not in the Dutch style, because the Dutch play with a number 10 and those two teams play with two number 8s and a number 6. Gökçe, Tufan. The number 10 for Turkey is playing on the left wing, namely Çalhanoğlu. Yokuşlu with a high interception. Yokuşlu is not the player to make those kind of runs here, but the pass here from Çalhanoğlu is not good. Burak Yilmaz with the pressure. Alba. Rodri. Pedri. Rodri, Pedri, and I don't know. Llorente is the third midfielder, I think. Oyarzabal on the left wing. Ferran Torres on the right. And Gerard Moreno as striker. There might actually be... No, I think there was like someone who predicted Morata as top scorer of the league. But Morata is on the bench. Oh, you speak Turkish. I don't even know what you're saying, but yeah. Like, I'm probably the only one who hasn't like picked up a few words of Turkish in high school or middle. Or in the secondary school, I don't know. At least like, if you went to our school, then you probably had learned some Turkish words so now and there. Marcos Llorente with the shot, and that is the first goal. Yikes! Man, I gotta eat then. Oh man, the first losers are there. Yikes, I'm not gonna spin the wheel, I'm just gonna grab a random one. I can't see what it is. Oh no, it's white, but it's the dishwater or birthday cake one. Oh, it's definitely dirty dishwater flavored. Oof. Spain is leading. The first conceded goal of the whole cup is in the 7th match. Holy crap, imagine that. Tufan. Sergio Ramos. And another one. But it's saved by Uğurcan. Llorente. Pedri. Oyarzabal, of course, very dangerous player on the left wing with a good shot. And Uğurcan Shaqirir with the save. Laporte. Rodri. Ünder. Waiting for some space for some players that are making a deep run here. Çalhanoğlu. Burak Yilmaz, actually not too bad. Çelik. Oh, what a beautiful pass by Ünder. That was a really good pass. Okay, I got rid of the Bimboozle. Erkin. And the Gea, of course, he's not too bad. He's definitely gonna save that one. Alba. So far, Turkey really struggles to create solid chances. They have some ball possession, but they don't do much with it. And Spain is really good at attacking as well, actually. Here's a deep ball to Burak Yilmaz. If he's quick, then he can actually get it. He's strong as well. Burak Yilmaz pushes through. And that was less of an attempt. Sergio Ramos, who doesn't play for the real Spain national team anymore, but he intercepts it. Caner Erkin. Tufan. Gökçe. That was a really bad cross pass, actually. And here we go. We go into the second half. 1-0 lead because of Marcos Llorente in the 19th minute for Spain. 0 opportunities for Turkey, in fact. 0 shots. That should definitely increase if they want to win, obviously. Spain has a solid defense, so it's going to be tough to do that. Sergio Ramos. Torres. Demiral. Oh, what a bad pass is that? Under going alone is usually not the solution. Laporte. Spain is playing from ball possession. They're just doing a slow build up. They have all the time anyways. But yeah, if Spain wants to make it to the next round, they kind of have to win this match. That is a true thing. Because they are going to face Brazil and Angola Plus still. Yeah, I'm not going to say that Angola Plus is the most dangerous team perhaps. But if they play away against Angola Plus or even against Brazil, it's going to be like really tough to win those matches. Alba with the crossball and De Gea with the save. Oh, a lot of mistakes were made. Llorente. Ferran Torres. Oh, the panna, and what a save actually from Shaqirir. If he had not done that, this would have been a goal, I think. I think it's also time to substitute. Something needs to change here. I think it's time that Tufan is going to go. Yokuzlu gotta go. Can he play? Yeah, he can play here. And Çalhanoğlu is gonna be on the midfield now. He's gonna be more. He has to deliver more, and he has to be put back so that there's more creativity on the wing. And now you need some. Oh my God, what was that? This is a surprise. It is. And now it's time for some extra pace, I think. Does Akbunar bring pace? He can play on the left wing. Yeah, he definitely brings pace. And there's no reason absolutely to replace Yilmaz at this point. The cross pass. Gökçe, there's Busquets. You know, the game. This game is definitely decided on the midfield, and Spain just has the better midfielders. Akbunar, if he is going to replace Yokuzlu, then we are gonna see more threats from the left wing, I think, and more creativity on the midfield. That might change some things up. That is more offensive for sure. But at this point, Turkey just has to attack. There's no real point in denying that. If they want a result, they have to score. Torres, Yokuzlu. Erkin. Burak. You must. Oh, that's a good one. Janet Erki, not the player that you want in that position. He's going to intercept that. That's a good tackle, actually. You must put on the ground. Carvajal. It's still only 10 more minutes and still no substitution because the ball hasn't been off the pitch. I kind of want to play it out, but on the other hand, we do not have time to. We cannot like really afford a time loss here. Sergio Ramos. Pressure has to be high from Turkey. Laporte. Thiago. Soyuncu. Oh, that's a deep ball on Gerard Moreno, but he's gonna take his time and play it out on the wing. Now we're gonna see a substitution finally. Çalhanoğlu to the midfield. Asensio is also gonna come in. Akbunar. Maybe can he decide the match? Can he actually turn this around? It's gonna be difficult in 4 minutes, but we will see. Under. Ramos. Actually, we have to kick it away. Jelik. If this one has to be for him, actually, for Akbunar. Asensio. Of course. Half Dutch, half Spanish. But he's a rat, so he chose the Spanish team over the Dutch team. No, just kidding. But he did choose Spain over the Netherlands, though. 1-0 for Spain. To my surprise, actually, that Spain won. The first team that actually wins an away match. And it might be very crucial because of that. Turkey with a very bad start, losing a home match. And now we are heading towards the last match of this cup. In terms of top scores, it's not changed actually at all. But Brazil versus Angola Plus, this is a hype game. I want to know what this game is gonna look like. But here you go. This is unrealistically in terms, like the difference in quality cannot be bigger, I think. Let's run a real quick poll for this one too. Brazil. On paper, voice crack. On paper, Angola Plus is definitely worse, but who knows? Angola Plus, I have played with Angola Plus a few more times, and they do have some really good strikers. Their attack is really dangerous by times. I actually played with the team against Cola, and I beat him with 6-0 or something with this team. And sometimes even lose to him with other teams. So it could be a good team, actually. Turkey to win everything. Oh yeah, then the match definitely sucked for you. Here we go with Brazil. Do I have like a different midfielder? Maybe we have to play like with a different midfielder. But there is not really a different midfielder. I felt like maybe we shouldn't play with Casemiro and Fabinho because, I mean, there's two similar types. But the only other one is Alan. And Alan, I don't know, man, but he just seems like a lesser variation to Fabinho to me. So here we go. Let the match start. Angola actually gets a vote here. I'm gonna end the poll. But Brazil has 2 votes. And here we go with the lineups. Brazil, as you could have seen, 4-2-3-1. The qualification, they used Coutinho on number 10 and Neymar on left, but I couldn't ignore Vinicius Jr. anymore. So Neymar is playing on the 10 position and Vinicius is playing on the left. In case something doesn't go really well, then sure, Neymar might go to the left and Coutinho can replace Vinicius. 4-2-2-2 is the system from Angola, and a lot of pace with Patsendaka and Gelson Dalla. And also with Wilson Eduardo, definitely a big threat for goal. If Shaq wins. If Shaq wins what? Here's the first opportunity, and Owono. Owono might actually be the worst goalkeeper on the entire cup. He has a rating of 59 only. 59, that is like... if I would translate that to Dutch competition level, I think that would be your average goalkeeper in the second division, maybe? Not really sure, because in the Netherlands the gap between the first division... Or like, I mean like the Keukenkampioen-divisie and the second division might actually be quite big, bigger than in other countries. This goalkeeper could play in the 4th league of England. That's his level. It's the goalkeeper's level of Angola. Oh, what a beautiful dribble by Vinicius Junior. Can he actually do something good with the ball here as well? He can cut inside. Vinicius Firmino with the shot. And it's blocked by Clinton Mata, I think. Why is Angola in this tournament? Because Angola qualified. And I think they didn't have they didn't have a really strong opponent. A strong group. I believe that in their group, Cape Verde Islands were like second of the 4. And that's not a really good team. So Angola did have quite an easy group. If you compare it to Group B, for example, where you had like Guinea, Morocco and Senegal and Burkina Faso. Here is an opportunity. The Kamba with the interception. Rafinha. But yeah, Gambia is also on the cup, and Gambia actually has won the cup for the African teams as well. It was the best African team, and might be the best African team on this tournament for that reason as well. But who knows? Rafinha. In terms of African teams, I have lowest faith in Nigeria, I think. Casemiro, and that's not a goal still, but so many opportunities already. Brazil with 7 shots in just 25 minutes. This should be a win for sure for Brazil. Like, there's just no way that Brazil is gonna play, that they're not gonna score. Batsandaka. But of course, Angola Plus has the counter. That is a weapon that they might use in this match. Neymar. Firmino doesn't have it. Daka. Dala. And Vepu. Vepu is one of the better players of Angola Plus. And here's a shot by Wilson Eduardo. But that one was way too far. I think that could never have gone in. It was farther than Trossard's shot against Poland yesterday. But a similar angle still. Rafinha. Rafinha. And here we go. Oh, my nose is a bit stuffy. Eduardo. Nurio Fortuna. Rafinha. Vinicius. And that is a goal. Vinicius Junior. 1-0 for Brazil. Finally, that goal is there. 1 year ago, Vinicius Junior would not have been on this place. He would not have been in the team in general. But here we go. Vinicius, like a real striker, on the good place at the good moment. 1-0 for Brazil, and that goal could not have waited much longer. And now it's gonna be an open match probably for Brazil. Angola has to come now. Dala. And Brazil is also really good up on the counter, of course. Like, you guys can probably imagine how quick players are like Vinicius and Rafinha are. Rafinha, not quick enough to bypass Sun Tzu. Vepu. Vinicius. Fabinho. Great goal, it was. 1-0. I think there might be a lack of creativity perhaps, or like finishing. Rafinha doesn't have the best match, I have to admit for sure. Like, he could be playing better. Firmino is also kind of invisible, so who knows, those two players might be replaced at some point. Fabinho. In hindsight, I should have decided to select another player on the midfield for Brazil, by the way. Instead of Alan, like big Bruno Guimaraes. Or a real number 8. Maybe even Paulinho if he's still in the game. Danilo. Neymar. Fabinho. So much space as well for Alexandro. What a bad ball was that. Dala. I thought there would be someone, but nobody was there actually. Neymar. Just cutting through the whole defense. I need a break. Okay, well, see you soon. Danilo. Casemiro. Daka. Fabinho. Clinton Mata. And now it's gonna be Angola coming with a counter perhaps, but they are a little bit slow with building up. Like, if they had more, if their passes were given more quickly, then sure they could have had a real counter at some point. But yeah, we shouldn't forget about the goalkeeping quality that we have as well on Brazil with Ederson and Alisson Becker. Eduardo. Dala. Marquinhos. Neymar. Neymar still with possession. Neymar. Oh, he almost got there. Obiang. This is the last match for today, by the way. Tomorrow, though, we'll have 4 matches again. It's a lot, I know. But yeah, that is because I started a week later. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius with the long shot. Firmino on the post, and Fabinho with the goal finally. A second goal. This is what they truly needed. Now it is decided. Angola is not gonna win this match. Fabinho pretty much for open goal, although Owono still had a touch on it. It wasn't enough. And now we're going to replace a player. I think that might be... I feel like it's weird to substitute Neymar. Let's actually bring in Anthony and let's bring in Gabriel Jesus. Firmino is going to leave for Jesus, and Anthony is going to replace Rafinha, the Ajax right winger. Let's see how he does in this Brazil against this Angola plus. To my surprise, it is only 2-0, although there are a lot of shots from Brazil. It could have been more goals for sure. Casemiro. Daka. Fabinho. Obiang. Cadevere with the shot, and Vinicius actually with some defensive work. Force Brasilia, C. I don't know if C is Portuguese actually, but... And that is a nasty sliding that is gonna be punished by a yellow card. Clinton Mata is getting booked, I mean. Also, welcome back, Arjan. Are you watching with Lieve or Casper as well, actually? What else? Fabio Abreu is going to come in the pitch. And I saw another player that's also gonna be there. Don't know who that was. Here is the free kick. Oh, that could be tricky. But the header was not the best. Abreu for Daka. And Dan Otto for Wilson Eduardo. Danilo. Oh, what a good one is that. Neymar with an acceleration. Neymar with the shot. And is that gonna be a corner? Yes, it is. There should be a goal, perhaps. Fabinho. Thiago Silva. I don't think it's gonna be another goal here. Nope. Abreu is gonna intercept it. That's gonna be the end of the match. 2-0, that's where we keep it at. Brazil defeats Angola Plus, not with the most impressive score, but it will do for this match. 2-0. Cannot complain about that. Brazil and Spain are like expected leading the group now. Rafinha not too bad actually with a 7.6. And here you see what match we are gonna get first tomorrow. The family team, guys, versus Greece. That's gonna be hot. The Greece fans, they're famous for their supportiveness to the squad. And here you see the lineups already for the family team. Well, these are like likely gonna be the lineup with Megerman, Mr. Milis, Lieve, Argent. We'll see who's there. Like players that are coming in to the stream at that point, they usually get the priority to actually also play. If needed, we will play with 3 strikers. Who knows? But yeah, that's gonna be a lot of excitement going towards tomorrow. Tomorrow we will also have Panama versus Congo Democratic Republic. We have Colombia versus Poland, which is an interesting match too, because they are like the 2 teams that might probably fight out for the 2nd place in Group B. And we have Germany also play against Central Asia. That's going to be for tomorrow though. For now, that's going to be it for today. I want to thank you all for watching, those who watched, and I will see you tomorrow with family team versus Greece and more. Bye bye.